Hey guys, it's Dawn here, and I made a thing for my Hoof Boss mobile. So Hoof Boss is an electric hoof knife used to trim all sorts of hooves, all sorts of different animals. Well, they made a mobile version. So you stick a battery pack on here, and here's the cord. Now, I guess first off, I should say that I love this new one. In fact, this is the machine that they should have made the first time around. The It makes the corded one obsolete, seriously, because of the fact that this one is more powerful and it doesn't catch anymore, or I haven't had it catch, and it's when you and then all of a sudden it'll like, probably not that big, not that exaggerated, but you know what I mean. So it catches and then it can tear off a chunk, or it'll bounce or something like that, like a chainsaw, you know. So anyways, this one doesn't, because it has a more powerful motor. I think it's quieter. It just works really, really well. But this was not so good. What they had originally designed it, well, first off, they talked about how they thought about putting the battery in here, but then it made this real clunky and da da da. Totally agree. But the problem is that they use these little tiny clips, and the clips are probably okay if you wear a belt. I don't wear belts, and when I'm wearing my chaps are just leather, and it goes all the way down. So a clip like this is good if you have a skinny belt that can go in there to where this can close again. Then it'll stay, right? But if you don't have a belt, you just have thick leather and you just want it to grasp on and it never closes, it just slides right off again. So they had a clip on here. I already removed it because it was useless. So they had a clip. So you clip it on here, but the problem is with it not being very, oh, I can't see it here. So it's clipped onto me, and then when I do this, you see how short this cable is? So when I try to do this, it's pulling it out of my hand. You see how, so constantly with it pulling like this, it was just wiggle, 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 and then it'd fall off. And that was bad. It'd fall off and swing into the horse or something like that. So that was not good. So I was like, okay, part of the problem, I think, is that this is too short, and I kind of hate this thing. This thing is strong. This is an extremely thick and strong cable, which is great. I love that it's thick and strong, but there's not enough room, and any little movement here is gonna reverberate back to here. Reverberate is not the right word, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the problem, and even if I clip it onto a box or something, it's still gonna pull and, you know, make noise and whatever. So I was not happy with this solution at all. And you know what? When I saw their design and using this thing, I was already like, I don't know, but I talked myself into trying it anyways. So here's my solution. Done. What the hell is that? That doesn't look like anything that you have with a hoof. Well, this is a battery box. So basically what I do is I put my battery on, I put it into the whole thing into a box, and I set it down on the ground, and then I just work. And it works perfectly. It is the perfect solution. All right, so let me show you. And then I'll talk briefly about what battery to choose too, because you can get, it needs a 20 volt, and you can use this, I believe, is a 3 amp or 2.5 amps. So this one's a 2.5 amp. You see how nice and little and slim it is? This was back, I ordered my battery back before I actually saw and used the thing, because I wanted to have a battery ready, and I was trying to decide which battery to get. This one is a 6 amp. So 6 amps versus 2.5 amps. Okay, so the first one I got was a small one because this is obviously really hunky. To be wearing this, because they designed this to be worn, right? And then I was like, okay, well, to wear this thing, what am I doing? I can't think right now. Oh, here we go. All right, to wear this big hulky thing on here, that's a pain. And then I'm trying to bend over, right? Can you see how big this is? It go like this. But yeah, so anyways, that's why I got the little one, and the little one was great. It was perfect for that purpose, for being worn, but like I said, it wouldn't stay on. So this is how big it is once it's all together. So now I take my box. This is just a cardboard box, guys. It's just a cardboard box. It came with a speaker. I had a little Alterac portable speaker, which I love. And then I just set this down in here. Oops. Oh my gosh. Just throwing things around everywhere. Okay. Just set it in there like this. Okay. I have a foam piece in there that I made the foam piece, so the foam piece holds it, but it is still out. There's still lots of air because then you're thinking, oh, the battery is going to get hot in there and stuff. Nope, because it's not completely enclosed. And you've got an air hole here, and if you wanted, you can put vent holes. I thought about it, but I only use this in spurts. So, made a handle. So now, when I want to use this, set the box down. It doesn't have to look like that. It can go anywhere. And then trim the hoof. Okay, here. Say the hoof is over here, I will put the box like over here, you know, so it's totally out of the way, and if anything happens, I can just scoop it out of the way real quick, right? Or I can just lift it and the whole thing comes up with me and I can get out of the way, all right? So it's safe. And why a box? I thought about a bag. Oh my gosh. I thought about a bag and all that, but I wanted something so that if the horse steps on it, then they might think, oh shit, don't put all my weight on it. Or, you know, it's big enough and it's strong enough, and I'm putting it on the ground now, so I want to make sure that it's protected from dirt, manure, getting wet and all that stuff. So that's why it is in a box. I just made the box look kind of pretty to me because I felt like it. But this is the solution, guys. I'm so happy with this. And then I just made some battery bags, because now I have 2 of these, and these are perfect because it'll light up to tell you how much charge. So I have 2 of the 2.5 amps and 2 of the 6 amps. Oh, the difference between the 2 is the 6 amp, they're both 20 volts. 6 amp is gonna last you longer, but it's big and bulky. And 2.5 amps is not gonna last you quite as long, but it's nice and slim, and it tells you how much. This one should last, this one was lasting me about 4 horses. I would say 3 horses easily, 4 horses depending on, you know, how much work you're doing, and that's all going to depend on how much you are using it. The Hoof Boss in your trim, right? If you're nippering before or whatever. But I have both, and you're not supposed, battery maintenance, you're not supposed to let these get wet. Dust and electricity don't really go together, so keep them clean and dry and out of the sun. They should be protected. It's a battery. Keep them protected. No extreme temperatures, blah blah blah. So that's why I have all these. Each battery has its own little case, and then it can all be tossed into a bag. My bags of tools, I have tons of metal. Batteries should not touch metal. Bad things can happen. So that's why each battery is wrapped individually, and then I don't have to worry, and I can just toss them all in the same bag together with all my other tools, and they'll be safe. So there you go. Some quick tips about the new, there's a lot of sun, about the new Hoof Boss Mobile, and hope that helps. And I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye guys.